Alright, are we ready now? Can you hear me? I muted desktop audio on slobs. Maybe that'll work. Alright, yeah, there we go. Let me mute my laptop. Alright, man. Well, let's get going. Learned a couple of neat tricks over the couple of years we've been doing all this stuff. I've been following Panda for over almost a year now. Well, you guys are awesome. Well, basically get all these, sorry if the video kind of stinks, man. I'm trying to stream on a cell phone. I don't have much of a camera at the moment. I use these splitters. Come on now. These 8-pin splitters, man. Pain right in the neck. Come on. Well, yeah, I'd love to put on some background music, but I haven't figured out how to do that quite right yet. Let's see. But yeah, and then I got these from Nerd Gears, you know, along with some of the risers and cables and stuff, man. Nerd Gears, they rock. Just wish they had more video cards and stuff. So, if anyone wants to, you know, I'm learning how to do the streaming, yeah, man. I mean, I'm trying to keep an eye on the stream while I do this. But if I don't catch your comment, I'm sorry. You know? Alright, I'm going to have to adjust that up a little bit. I had to set the crossbar closer to the rail because the cards are too short. So I had to do it that way. Let's see. I want to get six GPU frames later on. Well, maybe sooner than later, so that I can maybe join in the rig build competition there, the frame competition. Even if I don't get into it, man, it's still gonna be pretty cool. You have to watch these guys friggin' see how fast you can put a better 6 GPU frame together. Just have my laptop playing some music in the background, huh? Probably sound like crap though. Can't wait to get these things fired up and see what kind of hashes I can get out of them before I try BIOS modding them. And of course, as you can see, my mining cave is kind of small, so that's cool. Well, yeah, I like these angled ones because I can kind of route the wiring, have it laying sideways. So it's actually a little better cable management with them like that, at least in my opinion. That's looking good. Alright, next. You know, and I got these on Amazon renewed. Man, they're like brand new. Came in the boxes, all matching serial numbers and everything. I was pretty excited, man. I think I got a pretty good deal on them. You know, I think they were like $3.09 a piece USD. So, I mean, at least I get a 90-day warranty through Amazon. So if I brick a card trying to buy Osmotum, oh well. You know, then again, I may have better luck than Panda. But then again, I guess the Radeon 7s are, at least the XFX ones, are notorious for problems. Oh, come on. There we go. And that card's broken. That's good. So I'll get, once I get these up and running, I'm going to try to remote desktop into this from out. I moved my whole computer setup into my living room because it was just too darn loud in here with when I got all my miners running. You know, a little bit can get a little annoying. Yeah. See anybody? Yep, I hear you, Matt. You know. Yep. Love having you guys watch, sharing all this stuff. Oh, just so you know, these orange fans that I got on here, those are from, what is it, AAA wave fans. If you ever buy them, word of caution, if you use the adapters that come with them, you gotta switch the black and red wire, or you'll be freaking out wondering what the hell is smoking. Somehow they wired them backwards, and yeah, freaked me out the first time it happened. I figured it out pretty quick, and it worked. And they moved some pretty good air for a standard 120 millimeter fan. I think they were like, oh, somewhere around what was it? Close to 100 or 110 CFM. I don't know, but they're nice. They're good fans. I'm happy with them. Alright. Gonna get those all set in place, and then I'll deal with the cable management afterwards. But there we go. You know, I don't know if you can see that real good, but once I get them all in, I'll do a close-up so you can see the, oh, that one didn't have the little plastic thing. Yeah. It's cool though, it's cool. Spooner. Thought I heard a little something rattling around there. This is gonna not end well. Yeah, I messed up one time building a rig, getting the 6-pin on the riser card, and somehow I had it off 2 pins, and I had 4 pins plugged in, wondering why the damn card wouldn't work. Lucky I didn't fry anything. Now this frame here I had like 6 of the 574 gigabyte cards, and I kind of wanted to move those off into, I got a 12 GPU frame, so I could have this one a little more out in the open. I can keep a better eye on it. I got all set in my grow tent there. My other rig with the 12 GPUs. And I got 5 570s and 7 470 all 8 gigabyte cards. That one does pretty good, man. I mean, you get about 330 mega hashes, and in the software it's showing just under 800 watts. So, you factor in the risers and the motherboard and all that, probably pulling close to 900 or so. But hey, thanks, Batman. Oh yeah. Oh, who's that? I'm sorry, man. Some of the names on YouTube are absolutely insane. I'm butchering names all the time, so I'm sure we all do it. But I figure without really rushing through this too awful bad, this is yeah, man, I'm super psyched to see what this thing can do. I get a GoPro camera. That way, although following me around, you guys might get seasick or something. Might have to take some Dramamine. Sometimes I even keep running into freezing when I try to run better hash in my window block and some of my miners are freezing. I mean, I've run into some of that. Like a lot of times what I've done is when I download my mining software, I have a folder that I had an exception in the Windows Defender under the virus protection, so that it doesn't even scan that folder, and that'll help keep some of that stuff. Then I mean, like a lot of times with the freezing stuff, out of my experience, it comes down to Windows is tricky, so to say. I mean, if your virtual memory is set right, if you got, I ran into one instance where it was just one of my riser cards was messed up, and I ended up I was troubleshooting that rig for probably 2 weeks straight. I think my wife was ready to leave me. I was stuck in here so long. But it's just, I mean, it's a process of elimination, so to speak. I mean, being where I've been an auto mechanic for 30 plus years, I've learned a lot of stuff about how to process of elimination and diagnostic. Besides the fact I've also been I mean, years ago, man. I mean, you're talking back when the 386 processor was popular. I took a PC repair course. I was learning basic programming when I had a Timex Sinclair. So, I took a left turn and ended up in the automotive field fixing cars. You know. But no, I gotta say, man, this is pretty kick-ass. I love. No, the 5700s. I'm gonna mine. I'm gonna start off doing Ethereum or Ethereum Classic just for benchmarking and seeing what I can do with them. You know, I don't think you can mine BTC Bitcoin with these. I mean, they'd get nowhere fast. That network's so basically all ASIC, man. I wouldn't even be able to touch that. The and, you know, I mean, not for nothing, but ASIC miners have their plays, like big farms and stuff. For the everyday guy, man, I mean, by the time you get that thing mining, what you paid for it, what your electricity's going to cost, it ain't worth it. You know what I mean? It just, and by the time you actually think you're starting to make a profit, it's obsolete. They came out with a new model. So that's the thing I've seen. You know, I mean, yeah, if you can make your money back and then it's obsolete, you know, where did you get? Nowhere. Yeah. I mean, I can't see spending, you know, $3,000 on an ASIC miner and, you know, not making enough money. I mean, yeah, sure, I just spent, you know, $2 grand on cards, but they have a use if they're not good for mining anymore. You know what I mean? I can turn around and sell them as, you know, for 250, $300 a piece if I want to just sell them for somebody that wants to do gaming. You know what I mean? What are you going to do with an ASIC miner? It becomes a paperweight. Change them. Nice hack. You mining on Nice Hack? I used to mine. I used to do Nice Hash, but I don't know. It just seemed like I had better profits once I started doing, you know, the mining software. And for the most part, I mean, Claymore has been my go-to. But I mean, I've done Beam with the G miner. I've done a bunch of other ones, you know, through G miner and this and that. It's just a matter of your personal preference, you know. I mean, and what's gonna. Not everybody's looking at profitability. You know, you might be looking at, hey man, this is a pretty good project. You know, I want to support their network. I mean, I got my little homemade, you know, PC rig over there mining Aeon right now. It's just got a couple of GTX 970s in it. You know, and, I do Aeon because it's a pretty cool project, and you know, maybe it'd be something to use in a giveaway later on or something too. You know. But the 970s are not efficient, man. I mean, for the hash rate they're getting, using about 110 watts a piece. So, I mean, is that efficient? No. But I keep it going, just because. Not financial advice, by the way, guys. I'm in no way, shape, or form a financial advisor, man. That disclaimer I just want to put out there is, but I can tell you off my experiences, you know, just how I've done. But, I'd like to get some more stuff on Nerd Gears, man. Just I think I gotta wait till I get my bags a little more full, and then I've been using I've used Ethereum and Bitcoin to make some purchases on there. You know, I did use some of the debit card. You know, pay out of the bank, use cash money, fiat, dirty old fiat. But hey, if you got it, you can't take it with you, right? course, I've already showed my son how, you know, if something were to happen to me, here's how to recover my crypto, here's where it all is, you know, because you know how that goes, man. Somebody needs to know how to recover your stuff, because if, God forbid, something happens to you, what do you got? You know, it's gone. You know, the old South Park, and it's gone. You know. Oh, good. Yeah, if any of you guys are South Park fans, man, you know, I love South Park. Yeah. Sorry, Panda, they pick on Canadians like crazy, too. But it's all in good fun, right? Alright, let's see. I already had this, you know, most of this stuff kind of cable managed from the other rig, but let's see. Yes, I keep the cables away from the fans as much as possible, but not block the airflow. The bottom rig is my 1070 rig. That was like my first full rig that I built, and that thing has just been awesome. Never had any problems with them cards. I mean, I forget what memory is in, but the overclocks are kind of finicky. You know, it doesn't like to overclock very far. It'll crash. You know, but I don't care, man. It's actually not bad in efficiency. You know, for GTX 1070s. But I figure, you know, a little bit at a time, upgrade, whatever. You know, I mean, like a lot of people say, man, you're not making any money. Well, actually, I am. And most of the stuff that I have here, I've actually upgraded from mining using crypto to purchase newer, you know, cards or upgrades or whatever, so I get better hash rates and still, you know, come out in the end, you know, ahead. So, I mean, like I said, I've been pretty lucky. And I don't think I have a problem with power on this. I got, you know, a funny story behind this power supply. It's a 1600 watt EVGA gold, and I bought it on eBay, but originally it was supposed to be a 1300 watt, and you know, I placed my order, buy it now, whatever. It was like $95 plus 13 shipping. Well, guy contacts me about a day later and says, hey, you know, I thought I had more, but I don't have any of the 1300s. He says, but I do have a 1600. He said, I can send you that instead. I was like, what? A 1600? I said, yeah, send it on up, you know? Dude. He's like, are you sure? Why wouldn't I be? I'm like, and he started going on about profitability, and I'm like, listen, man, I understand how it works and all that. You know, I can afford to pay my electric bill and keep mining. The day I shut all my rigs down, you know, permanently, is the day that you know, there's no electricity, because or I'm broke and I can't afford to pay my bill. But chances of that happening are, you know, like I say, man, at any given time, life can change. So you always got to watch. Always keep your eye open. Yeah. A whole bunch of these Velcro straps from Amazon too, man. They work pretty good for cable management. And just a whole bunch of these things. still not, you know, I gotta get a fan hub, because this spaghetti mess is, you know, I hate it, but they work, whatever. You know, I think for now I'm just gonna kind of set this stuff so it's plugged in. Deal with cable management later. Get this up out the way of the other fans, so when I fire that one back up, it won't be too bad. Just a mess right now. This was from the other rig, one of the SATA cables. The way I had it set up. Now this power supply didn't come with any Molex connectors, just all the SATA. I ended up buying this adapter to go from the SATA to Molex. It was pretty cool. That was a lifesaver. Alright, now. There's one of them right there. This cheap little thing. This 1600 watt had one hell of a giant plug on it. I got everything running through a PDU 220, you know, 220, 240. Let's see. Put this in. That the old EVA. I don't remember. I know I'm pretty sure I DDU'd the. Oh no, this one had. This one already had AMD drivers on it. I think I left them on. Let's see, got that. And then another nice addition to my stuff. I did a wireless keyboard and a mouse. I just used a little for the little receiver. I just have these little short extensions. I can just switch it from rig to rig and just use my wireless keyboard and mouse on each one. You know, just makes life a little easier. Alright, let's see. So are we ready yet? Let's see. What are you guys talking about on there? Yeah. Not doing a mod. Hey. I don't know, man. I made you a mod, Nefarious. Come on now. So, do I need to make you a mod too, Chancoin? Let's see. I think damn near everybody on here is going to be a mod. There you go. I'm going to be like Red Panda and give everybody their freaking wrenches, right? Oh, man. You know, it's just like, you know, like Savage Mind was rebuilding his rig last night, stuffing them all on, you know, 8 cards on a 6-card rig. I've done it, but I just use zip ties. I didn't drill holes and everything. But I think we're ready to fire it up. Get this try to see if I can't get this. Can't see the monitor from there. Once I get that set up, I'm gonna try to do remote desktop. I am not real good at that stuff yet because I never really messed with it. I started messing around using that team viewer. But let's see here. That's straight on the monitor. Okay, we got a good shot of the monitor there now. Moment of truth. Cross fingers. Uh-oh. I got a riser card that's lights flickering on it. That's not good. I have to swap out that card. You see that riser card there is one blue light flickered, man. That's, I think, for the 12 volt or 3 volt or something. Let's see what happens here. I don't know. I got a whole bunch of these riser cards, man. That's not. I don't smell anything burning. And a nice breeze blowing over me here. I guess first things first, let it finish booting up. I'm going to go to device manager and see if I got, it shows all 6 cards. Kind of funny, I'm using a business card holder to hold my phone for me while I'm doing this. Kind of crazy, but this is pretty much standard setup here. Alright, oh, what the hell? Ah, this is bugging out. 1, 2, 3. What the? It's still probably installing drivers. One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it's showing 6. I got no crazy exclamation points. Now let's see. I thought I had Chrome on here. Guess I gotta use Edge. You know, I didn't have GPU-Z on here because I knew what cards I had. Just using it as a, guess I'll go. Now I want to see what memory is on these. Not a real good shot there. I'm just trying to get all this stuff. The lighting in here is crazy. The light's actually shining into the lens, so it's going to make the... Where is it? Alright, man. That's cool. Hey, Jeff. What's up, man? Yeah, so far so good. I'm a little concerned about that one LED on the riser card flickering, like really dim. I'm probably going to swap out that riser card, but I just want to see what all these cards have for memory. And I'm probably going to, I'm going to have to do another video later on. You know, I might just fire them up stock, go from there. I want to see memory, yada yada, all that good stuff. Let's see. Alright, you got, where the hell are you? Memory type, whatever, PDR6, E10. So it doesn't actually say what memory it has. That's kind of weird. Usually it'll say like Hynix or Samsung, or that's kind of odd. Signature, yeah. I don't know, maybe it's like a standard memory on all these. I don't know. That's kind of, yeah, same thing. 8 GB of GDDR6. Huh. I don't know. What do you guys think about that? That's kind of weird. Yeah, because of the cable hanging right in front of it. Oh man. Well, let's see. Probably unplug the cable. Alright, what do you guys think of that? That better? Try and keep my phone charged so it would, it's terrible. Need a GoPro. That's it. Come on, guys. No, but it's just weird that it doesn't give me an indication of what it has, what memory it has. That's I'm kind of confused there. Yeah, Radeon software, blah blah blah. Now I don't know. I know I see everybody use an overdrive end tool or MSI Afterburner. Now let me see. Just for yahoos here. Oh, hang on. I forgot I still got these set for those RX 570s, but the settings in my. Probably gotta set them on compute too, but. Get rid of that. Those cards, they're fanless cards, and they were in one of those Antminer cases, the G2s. This RX boost ain't gonna work on these cards. Let's see. Let's just try it. that's stock right now. Nice. Let's see. No indication. That's weird. Doesn't even give you wattage. Huh. This gives me temps. It's stock. We're pulling almost close to 50 megahash a piece. 5. Oh boy, I can't wait to start playing around with the clocks on these. I don't know if you guys can't see that. And then PLS or something like that. Yeah, that's kind of weird. I can't get this thing to focus on the screen very good, but basically it's stock settings without messing around with any clock settings or anything. I'm getting almost 50 megahash a piece. 49 to 50, almost 50. And temps right now is still 58 to 56, 55, 55. So they run pretty cool, man. And that's without messing with anything. Let's see. So I guess maybe it's just the LED acting kind of weird on that card there because it seems to be running fine. Dropped to 48.9, 48.8. It's 49.5, 49. Sweet. Well, at least I know they all work. They're all hashing away. I want to try to get this set up on remote desktop, then I can do everything from my computer in the living room because I don't know. What do you guys think, man? Think they're all running. I'm gonna do some tweaking and modding, and might have to. I'm still thinking that makes me nervous, man. I want to change that riser card. I just don't like the fact that it's. Yeah, you see how there's two. It was like flickering and real dim. So I don't know. I'm nervous about that. But they're all running great. Cable management, yeah, not too bad, but I got a little more to straighten out. Then I'll get all my other rigs up and running. It's gonna be loud as hell in here. But at least now, it's a thing of beauty, man. Oh yeah. I'd love to put some LED fans and all that just to get, make it look pretty, but pretty doesn't make them hash. Oh man. Well, you guys rock, man. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me, watching me put this thing together. All you guys, Red Panda, obviously you're out getting your Radeon 7, man, and getting ready to put that thing to work. And I don't blame you. I'd be psyched too. But I appreciate all you guys tuning in, watching this. Alright, I'm gonna start, yeah. Oh, Coin, you're a hot shit, man. Let's see. Alright guys, alright, so I'm gonna kill this because I got a few things I gotta set up. I gotta move everything back in place, and I want to get this the rest of my rigs back up and running. And I'm gonna do another video. Probably won't be live yet but I'm gonna do a video yeah, Coin, I got, I want more rigs. I really do. I like Penn says, man, I got a GPU addiction. It's just one of the things, man. I love it. It's become a passion. So, I see some of these, the mining rig showcase when he does them, and it's just impressive, man. there's so many people out there, and more people coming into this space, the mining space. You know, but as long as we're able to mine, I'm keeping my rigs going. You know, if you guys can afford to, keep yours going. If not, hey, God bless you, man. You know, it's if anybody out there's got free electricity, then hats off to you, man. I'll send some rigs your way for my to hash for me. Oh shit. But next, I do plan on possibly getting some solar added in to help ease the cost of running these rigs. But I appreciate you guys tuning in, and take it easy, stay safe, and you know, God bless you all, man. Thank you so much for tuning in. I gotta go. I gotta head in the living room to stop the stream, but thanks, guys. I appreciate every little bit.